What's up? What's up, Roha? Oh my god, I forgot I was on stream for a second. Um, hmm, what were we doing? What's up, Jacob? What's up, Roha? What's up, Long? Let's chill in the office. How's the work today? How's the agentic? Hold on, what? Software engineer, Las Vegas. Hold up. Joshua Winfrey. Oh, I thought this was what's his name. All right. I'm so disappointed. It's chill, man. I'm just using it to style some components with better since we're not using any component library. Okay, that's cool. I'm so disappointed in myself today. Why? Why are you disappointed in yourself today? Tread lightly, because I will. What's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. What the hell? Okay. Okay. That's too okay. I'm going down the wrong rabbit hole today. Let's just keep it. I don't know what I just watched. Why was that child? All right. Uh, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of things I don't know. Maybe I don't need to know. It is spring break. The kids are doing extracurriculars or undercurriculars, whatever it is that they do nowadays with their time. I think what's crazy is that the other day I was on YouTube on stream and I ran across this little boy had to be all of 14 and he was doing get ready with me's and setting goals for 2026. If you don't go play your Game Boy Color and shut up, if you don't go color outside the lines and go frolic in the grass and shit and go piss in the woods, what's wrong with you? Not you doing productivity hacks at 13 and 14. My God. All right. Okay. So today, today on, uh, yeah, be patient with me. I have just taken my meds, so I am on 80 milligrams of Prozac. So I feel, but then I do not. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh yeah, NPM run dev. I can say that because it's prescribed, right? I mean, people are gonna judge you regardless. All right. So where we left off. Let's push main force. Push main force. Hello. Hi. How are you? Okay. So yesterday we did one of these, and then we can click that. And then we are given an object. Yesterday we got an object, but today we're not getting an object. Ain't that some silly wally bally wally? Oh gosh. Okay. For some reason it did it that time, but the first time it doesn't do it. Hold on, what? Why is it that sometimes it gives an empty... Was it just the first time? No, it was the second time. The first and the second time it did that. So I come here, let's say I say Tokyo. What? Okay, so enter refreshes the page. I need to change that. And then it finally does it on the third try. Why? Hold on, whoa. Latitude, latitude, latitude. And then it finally does latitude on the third try, but why? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Let's think about this. So the first state is this. And then when we click, let's take this out of the equation right quick. Let me just take, okay, let me think. Let me start the timer. Okay, let me think. This is not how that's supposed to work. We come here. We enter Dallas, right? And then we get, bam. We should not get longitude and latitude 0. Why is longitude and latitude 0? Current location dot latitude is undefined. I'm confused. I'm lost in my own sauce. Okay. So let's see. So we click search item, and on click we get set current location to location data. Location data is passed to the search item. Yeah, because when we create the search item, let me see something. Let's back this up. Shut up. You know what you're talking about. Alright. Let's see. So we got, okay. Alright, let me back this up. Search item. On the search item, we do set current location, location data. When we create this, we pass the location, which is the item. Search items. search items. So we type in the search. We type in a search. We create a search item from okay, let me think. So search items is nothing. Search items. On user input, we fill search items. Set search item. On change. Typing. Okay. And then we have on typing, we set the input to val. So we set the input, right? And then we set, so we got the user input. So every time this changes, we fetch this, and then we update search items, set search items. Then when we get okay, search items. Okay, and so then when that updates, we do search items.length, search items.map, and then we create 3. That's all we want, because we got 3 right here. We fetching 3 because it's an array. So then we create that. All right. And then after I did that, I was like, oh wait, it's populating. But on each search item, we set the current location to because we're passing the location data. So what I want to do, this is what I want to do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Da na 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 na. Da ba na ma na ma na ma. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Na 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 na. Okay. Da da na 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 da na. This is how we do. Okay. Okay. So this is looking okay. So we got the location data. The location data is looking good on each one of these. I wonder, can I go here and won't you highlight for me, baby? Highlight for me, baby. American Bogota, America Denver, El Paso, Colorado Springs. Okay, so all of this is working. This is great. This is good. I will need to pass something to this search. Okay, we'll handle that in a minute. So when I on click, we set current location to location data. So we set current location. Set current location. Set location. Set location. Okay, so let's start. Let's just start over. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase this, and I got my bearings. So now I need to make sure this works. So okay, 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 okay. All right, okay, all right, all right. So now what I want to do. That scared the shit out of me. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! So anyway, that scared me and my coworker, bro. I have your stream on with speakers and everything. Oh, let me. I'm sorry. I did not know that you had me on speaker. He scared me. He scared the hell out of me. Just because somebody knocked at the door. I'm sorry. No. I'm here working with y'all, Rogelio. I'm here. What's up, Angela? I'm here. We're working together. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So let me think. I saw some of the 404 pages. I was lurking. Oh, and I'm sorry about that, Roja. All right. So why don't we go ahead and set current location to location info. And then we're going to log current location. Please work. Please work. Okay, that works. Okay. Bro, I have a question. How to do like only capture in camera, other things, not how to do that, please tell me. NVIDIA broadcast. I think you have to have an RTX GPU. Bam. All right. So we can click these. Okay, that works. Now what we need to do is take that information and put it into, we need to set param. So this is where we're messing up. Set param, and we only want specific information. Why don't you know what? I'm gonna just take this out. I don't need to be all fancy. I just need it to work. You took me off speakerphone or off the speakers, Roja. Nah, I feel all insecure. I feel insecure. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, I hope this doesn't have to do with anything asynchronous or anything like that. What's up, Jud? That's an interesting name. Okay, let me think about this. Oh no! Oh no! No! It's okay. I will survive. Current location dot latitude. Current location dot longitude. Longitude. CLG param. Moment of truth. Why? Why? Why is it that when I try to set a param, it comes back undefined? Why? 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 Da na 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 na. Why? Why? Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hold on. What? Oh, thank you. Tell your coworker I'm sorry. Underrated MJ song. I do not understand what is going on. I click it the first time, but then I click it the second time. I click it the first time, it's null. I click it the second time, it gives me param. And I click it the third time, it works. Try set param. Yeah, I know, but I've never seen. I wonder why would. Okay, I'll try it. Whatever. No, the same thing happened. I thought that was weird. I didn't think that was going to change anything. Anyway, so I have to figure out why is it that the first click brings back param as why is it null the first time? It's like the first time I click it, is this a case for use effects? Something isn't like syncing correctly or something. I will not. I want to ask Claude because I've never ran into an issue like this. Y'all think we should ask Claude? Why is it that when I click the first time it doesn't work? But if I were to, instead of logging param, if I were to just log the current location, which I set the current location to the location info in each item, and I go and I type in Dallas, if I look at the bottom, it'll say, why did it do that? And it was working the other time. Why is it after so many clicks, it finally does it? Nah, not yet. Hold on. Actually, I do fetch some data right here. But I just checked, and why is it doing, man? Why is it doing this now? Hold on. So if I console log, okay, so if I console log location data, location info, right? Okay. So if I console log location data, which is the data that we want, right? Let's just location info. So we fetch, and then it creates these search items, and each search item has information in it, right? So if I click one of these, it should log the object, and it does. It logs the object, right? Now what I want to do is I want to say set current location to current, and then I want to, let's say, so we're setting current location to these objects, right? To one of these, whichever one we click, right? So the one that we click goes to current location. So if I CLG, well, console log current location, right? And I click, it gives me an object, prototype, nothing's in there. It says nothing is in there. Why? Why don't we remove this? Okay, let's try this again. Undefined, and then it works. Okay, I think this is a great question for Claude. So let's do that. Let's ask Claude. And what I will do is I'll pass it a few things. Reveal in file explorer. We're gonna go to source. Hold up. Let me save all this. Save. Refresh. So I do want to give it app, header info, hero. Do I need to get yeah. Main weather main. Okay, so I'm gonna give it, I'm pretty sure I'm about to destroy like 10 million trees. Okay. So here's the thing. When I search and click one of the populated search items in the search drawer, the initial console.log returns an empty object. When I console.log location info, it shows me the object from the search item that I want. However, once I try to set state with the location info and log that state, it shows an empty object, null or undefined. I have to click it a few times before it logs correctly. Why is that? Explain it to me like I'm 5. May God help us. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I just said about 5 to 6 minutes ago, I hope it doesn't have to do with anything asynchronous or synchronicity or something like that. And what's the first thing that it says? The problem, React state updates are asynchronous. Leave me alone, React. I knew it had something to do with that. All right. This is a classic React gotcha. I'm tired of it telling me, because I was talking to Gemini and I talked to Gemini, and Gemini's always like, oh, this is a classic React gotcha. I'm tired of the gotchas in React. Here's what's happening in simple terms. Imagine you write a note to your friend asking them to remember a number. You hand them the note, but they haven't read it yet. And you immediately ask them, hey, what's the number? They'll say, I don't know, because they haven't had a chance to read it yet. That's exactly what's happening in set location function. I was. Damn. You think it's bad that I just clauded it? Used Claude? Shit, I was stuck. Fuck it. And I just said this like 10 minutes ago. I was like, I hope it's not one of those asynchronous issues, because I don't even. Okay. Set current location doesn't update current location right now. Set current location doesn't update current location right now. Don't tell me I have to use use effect. And I knew I would have to use use effect. I knew it has. Okay. So these are gaps. Now, homie, you were learning is basically a teacher. You completely find perfect use of AI. Okay, cool. Okay, so I knew I would have to use. I knew it had something to do with use effect. Okay. Right now, I'm on the record saying, if we scroll back, y'all will hear me say, I hope it doesn't have to do with asynchronous, and I bet I have to use effect. Okay, so set current location doesn't update current location. Hold on. Set current location doesn't update current location. Set current location doesn't update current location right now. But why? It schedules an update. Okay. This is okay. It schedules an update for React to process on its next render. Why are you scheduling shit? Why are you scheduling shit? Why nobody React, nobody asked you to schedule shit. I asked you to do it right then and right there. It schedules an update for React to process on its next render. So when you console.log current location on the very next line, React hasn't re-rendered yet. You're reading the old empty null value. How freaking dare you? So that makes sense. So that's why when I click it once and then I click it again, it's like, oh, okay, boop. The reason it works after clicking a few times is that after each click, React does eventually update the state. You're always seeing the value from one click ago. If you want to log or use the new value, just use location info directly. You already have it. Or use a use effect to react to the state change. No, but I want to do something with it. Dang. Okay. So what did we learn? We learned that in some cases, certain things don't like to update right away. I'm not 100%. Option 1 is what you. Option 2 is useful when you want to trigger something like an API call whenever current load changes, which is exactly what you need. Okay. I'm not 100% I get that it's asynchronous, but I'm not 100% sure when I set current, when I click and it runs set location, and then it goes to set current location, and I try to log that on the next line. I don't understand, why would it wait for the next re-render to do that? Why not do it on this render? Why not do it right away? Yeah, but I'm setting it to a value right here. That's what I don't understand. What I'm saying is, like, right here, I'm setting it to a value. I don't understand. It says React intentionally delays state updates for performance reason. Here's the intuition. Imagine every time you change the variable, your entire app rebuilt itself from scratch. If you had 5 state updates happen close together, that'd be 5 full rebuilds. That's wasteful. React would rather collect all the updates first, then rebuild once. When you call set look, you're not directly changing a variable. You're essentially filing a request with React. That is a different way of thinking. React queues the request, finishes executing the rest of your current. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so now. Okay. Because current location is actually a frozen snapshot from the moment your component last rendered. So that's what Jays was saying. Think of each render like a photograph. Every variable, every value in that photo is locked in time. Set current location doesn't edit the photo you're holding. It tells React to take a new photo with the updated value and give you that one next time. This is why you can safely do things like React guarantees that a single render is consistent and predictable. Nothing changes out from under you while your code is running. I don't know if you're still here, Angela, but my God. My goodness. Okay. So essentially, I don't think we can put use effect inside of a function. Oh, how's Heidi doing? How's she doing? I hope she's doing good. I was sad when I heard what happened to her. I don't think I can use effect in a function. Right? I can't use. Hi, I was wondering, do you typically start by working on project, or do you prefer to go through the tutorial first, your learning approach? Okay. Cookie Bite. Oh, that's good, Angela. Cookie Bite, I highly recommend you go to the FAQ. Do people call it FAQ or FAQ? You go to the FAQ when Nightbot decides it feels like getting up from the table and posting a link. And you go there and you can read through some FAQ stuff. React guarantees that a single render is consistent and predictable. Okay. So now I think I understand that. So I'm trying to think, are there times where I change state that's crazy, because I thought every time you change state it re-renders, but I guess sometimes it doesn't. And I know there's something to do with strict mode FAQ. I think I'm gonna just allow myself to not really get overwhelmed by this and just do what I think is right. Okay, can I use effect inside a function? I feel like that's a no. Fair. Okay. So why don't I want to put all my hooks. I want to put all my hooks in one place. So, all right. And then I want to, all right. So I got my hook right here. So we're going to use effects. And we only want this to do a thing on when current location changes. Okay, so when current location changes, we are going to hold on, what? All right, I'll see you later, Angela. Bye-bye. Hold on, this doesn't make any sense. Because if I said this will be a loop. Let me ask. Let me see. Maybe I can do this differently. Hold up. What did it recommend? Oh, okay. Okay. So we do this. I found this website called Frontend Mentor. I've mostly, you know what? I just signed up to be potentially an affiliate with Frontend Mentor. You can't use it inside of a function, I don't think. It just said you can't use it inside of a function. But you can put a function in it. Yeah, I just signed up for the Frontend Mentor Partner Program, so hopefully. Yeah, build some projects, Cookie Bite. Build some projects, man. Okay, so when current location changes, I'm just gonna run a function in here, and I'm gonna say, then we're going to, where did I put it? I erased it. I'm gonna set param. Can I just set param? I'm gonna set param, and I'm gonna go to open medio, which I'm pretty sure it has the whole thing right here. Yep. So we are going to change this to, dang, I messed up. Hold on. All right, there we go. This has to be a certain type of way. Hey, welcome, 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 welcome. Yay. Hold on, why am I even setting current location? Oh my God. I think I'm doing something that doesn't even need to be done. All right. So I think I got that to work. All right. So now that we got that, what we need to do in the set location is to set set search set search items to an empty array. And that'll clear that. So let's refresh. Let's go Vegas. Okay, so we got the object. Okay. Now we're track-a-lacking. Okay, so the next thing is, so I need to, so next time I run into this problem, I need to remember I need to use effect. Because everything isn't always updating when I think it's updated. When I set state. Like if I would have did CLG on this line, CLG set param or CLG param, it wouldn't have gave it to me. But if I do it here, it will work. So all this stuff is asynchronous. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is, hey pal. So the next thing we need to do is get location data param. All right. This should return a promise. If this returns a promise, I'm wondering, because I could have sworn, yes, this returns. Yeah, I think it returns a promise. So can I do dot then not JSON, but JSON dot then data. Can I console.log that data? Can I do that? Is that okay? Please tell me it's okay. All right. Yeah, but see the thing is, okay, so because I'm kind of confused because it randomly used a wait right here, but I thought you can only use that in a function, in an async function. So I'm confused. Let me just experiment before I do that. Before I do what you tell me to do. The hell is this? Oh, I need to take a break. All right. Real high. Did y'all already get bad weather? What's up? The hell? Oh, a hurricane is going for Guam? What the hell? Blueberries, where are you in Texas? Oh yeah, I'm coding. I'm taking a break right now. Then I go back to coding. Oh, oh my. Oh, okay. Texas in the house. Hmm. Hmm. Well, damn. Well, damn. You know what? I slept outside during the winter. There was some cold shit going on. Everybody is saying that. Everybody's saying that. But I've spent over the last 2 years, I've spent way more time outside than I ever have in my life. Even sleeping outside, doing all different types of outdoor shit. And nah, man, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we didn't have winter. Maybe what I think is winter isn't really winter, because as soon as it gets a little cold here, I'm like, ooh, this is winter. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, now we start again. Oh. I guess instead of doing this, I will. Hold on. How do I write this the expressive way? Like that? Nope. I forgot how to do it. We can't see half the code. I know. I'm here. You gotta watch me. Let me see something. Boop, 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 boop. Can I flip this camera? Let's see. So I can flip vertically, but it doesn't let me flip horizontally. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So I can flip every single way. Hold on. Oh! Oh, look at that. I just had a moment where I was like, oh, well. Hold up. Then I can do this. Oh! You can go to the FAQ. It'll answer those questions. FAQ! Go to the FAQ. Godspeed. Kristen, have you heard of Free Code Gamp? Go to the FAQ. My Wi-Fi didn't send it, LOL. It was branches. Oh, you mean from yesterday? Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, how could you? I'm like, how could you do me like that? I was like, is that how we do each other? Is that what we do? Is that how we do it? So the open video. So I basically just need this. All right. Oh, what's wrong with me? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Oh, see, I would have rather this. It, see, usually I'm used to just getting JSON data and doing it like that. But I use this npm package, and I've never used something like a package that helps you get, whatever. I'm just trying to understand it. Oh. Oh. Oh, I think I understand. Oh. 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 I have never used something like this before, and now it is, I get it. Okay. So it comes with functions. It's a thing that comes with functions. And if I would have paid attention, I would have realized that it comes with some functions. There we go. Okay. And it returns. So I could essentially, okay. All right. Offset union, create list. Okay, so we got all of the things that we need here. Oh, I didn't know that's how that worked. If I would have paid attention, I would have understood it. All right. I got a text massage. I got an email. All right. Next. So what were the things that I needed? Oh, Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, I don't like how the I don't like doing this. I'm pretty sure I don't like this type of API call. I don't like the thing that they set up, the documentation. It doesn't feel like it's easy to use. It just doesn't. And I don't like it. What's up, Mishra? All right, so what I'm gonna do is we got our URL, and then I'm going to, I think it is, I'm gonna do, we are going to do URL dot, no, URL dot search. Oh, what? Oh, so we create a new URL object. And we say, and then that way we can do like that. Okay, I really like just the old school way of just fetching and getting things. I think that's very intuitive. At least after I did all those promise tutorials and stuff. I've been good. How have you been? So what I want to do is remember you can use search params and append them when creating a new URL option. Okay. Hello, Jaden. How are you? How are you? Hi there. Where did you learn to code? You can look at the FAQ for that. So I wonder, can I do this all in one line? That took a long time. Is pushing and pulling to and from GitHub easy? I think so. I just learned a lot doing this project. Number one, I learned that getting weather data can be complicated. Number two, I learned that I do not want to use some custom npm package or whatever that they give to because they want to do flat buffer. I like my JSON. Unless there was an easier way to do this, maybe this is as easy. Maybe this is as easy as it gets. Maybe it's very complicated, but either way, I don't want to do all this. I just want my stuff. But I'm pretty sure if I set it up once, I'll never have to do it again type stuff. But whatever. Let's see. Current. We have our apparent temperature, our interval, our precipitation, relative humidity, temperature, but what about daily? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 2017 is a Tuesday, so it's a week from today. Hmm. Okay. So it starts. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Two minute, 2 minute max, 2 minute min. 2 minute max, 2 minute min. Oh. Hmm. What is the 2M for? Current units. Oh, it's in C. I wonder how do I switch it to F? Fahrenheit. There a way to specify Celsius, Fahrenheit? Oh, here we go. It says 0 through 99, but oh, okay. Okay, so it gave me hourly weather data for 7 days, each hour in those 7 days, which is 24 times 7. Okay. Okay. Um, and now I should just focus on the first step. And the first step should be to just pass the basic location, day, feels like, humidity, and wind. So why don't I just do that? All right. And that should be in the weather main. It feels like it took a lot to do that, but I'm pretty sure if I did this again, it would be easier. All right. So feels like. So what are we gonna call it? Let's look at some stuff. So the first thing we want is the feels like, and the feels like is the it should be called the apparent temperature. Yeah, there we go. So it is, we're gonna call it apparent humidity, wind, and precipitation. Precipitation. All right. Now what we need to do is in the weather main. So we have, hold on. Apparent humidity, wind, precipitation. Apparent, let me just write it down because I don't feel like going back and forth. The name is up. Wagwan Ski. What's up? Yeah, it's a chill stream. I'm learning a lot. I'm messing up a lot, so that means I'm learning a lot. Okay, so what I want to do is go to um weather main. And in weather main, we have the apparent. And the apparent is oh, whatever. Um so right here we're going to say in the async, we're going to say set weather data today. Okay. And so I'm thinking that a parent should be data dot current dot relative humidity data is not defined. That's, yeah, you're right. Data is not defined because it should be weather data. Okay, let's back up. Oh, see you later. Let's back up. Let's back up. Let's back up. Console.log data dot current. Erase that. Dot current dot apparent temperature. All right, there we go. Sup, bro? What do you want to do with the data? Oh, I'm gonna put it in places, just, that's what we do with data. Just gonna put it in some places. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hi, brother. What are you doing? I'm making a weather data thingy. I've crossed the part where I've crossed the most difficult part, which seemed to be getting the data and understanding use effects and making the little tray work. All right. So now what I want is I want to go to weather main. I want to go to apparent, and I want to say weather data dot current dot apparent temperature. Okay. Did it update? Oh, I didn't put it in the thing. Temp. Feels like apparent. Bam. Okay, so we got that. So the next thing we need is so we got that. Now we need the humidity. Oh, I'm supposed to take a break. I have been studying React for a couple of weeks now. I'm taking a break. All right, be right. Well, y'all, should I keep going? Should I code another hour? I don't know. Um, let's see what's going on LinkedIn. Who is this? Okay, my people, my friends. It is about to. Dang, did he call me back? All right, I am about to go and take a nap and enjoy the rain that is about to cradle me deep into a extreme restful sleep. And I'm gonna watch some marathon gameplay because I want to watch people play marathon because I don't play video games anymore, but I will watch people play them. All right, it has been fun. I'll see you probably in 5 or 6 hours for the night stream. It's been a blast. Bye. You said, why don't I play? Because video games are too addictive. It's like snorting crack off a Jolly Rancher. So, I would rather not. I would rather not. But I do want to play some games. That's not gonna work. What the hell? Like, what? No. I'm not, no. I'm not even going, it's not even entertaining anymore. Video games aren't as entertaining as they were. Single player experiences are fun. I got addicted to Final Fantasy, was that Rebirth? Whatever, the open world one? I can't be playing that stuff, man. That stuff is a distraction. I played enough video games in my life. I played enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll be back later this evening after the storm has passed. But video games complement your life. Hell, no they don't. I've played enough video games. I'm done. I'm playing life now. You know what else complements my life? Money. Money complements my life so much. Money. Yeah, but the thing about, there's a difference between developing a game and developing a successful game that's making a lot of money and playing that game and wasting time. Hell no. Listen, I promise you, there's enough video games being played in the world. I don't have to be, there's enough hours going towards video games. They are making a ton of money. They don't need little old me. They good. I promise you, they are doing just swell. All right. So when we come back, let me leave a note for myself. This is where we left off. We are updating these props. You're right, but enjoy games. Of course. Yeah, of course. I want to enjoy the Are you predicting the weather for Germany? No. Not yet. Oh, because it says August 5th, 2026. Oh, you're funny. You're clever. But I will be back a little later. I'm gonna take a nap. I done cut the grass today. The yard looks divine. It looks good. And you know what's great about cutting the grass right before? It looks so good. It looks picturesque. And it's raining on some freshly cut grass. Ooh, and the lawn looks all nice. And I edged the hell out of that. Okay, me and that weed eater had personal, intimate time together. As we, I actually, I have, I'm a little, I'm a little, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to cutting grass. Like especially with the weed eater, it got to be right. It got to be real right. Anyway, I am about to go watch some anime and chill while it rains and wait for the thunderstorms to come through because they should be coming through. I feel like I will be finishing this week and submitting it, and then I feel like the coming week we will start on the Granddaddy project. Right? So we getting there. Granddaddy project coming next week. Are y'all ready? Granddaddy? Granddaddy? It's the Granddaddy. All right, bye.